Good morning, dear students. In last class, we were discussing empirical and molecular formula. In today's class, we are going to discuss some important numericals based on empirical and molecular formula, along with a concept of vapor density and relation with molar mass. Clear? Now, first, we are going to define vapor density. Vapor density is defined as basically it is the ratio of density of a gas to the density of hydrogen at STP. Density of hydrogen gas at STP means vapor density is defined as the ratio of density of a gas to the density of hydrogen gas at STP. And in terms of mass and volume, we can write down vapor density equal to mass of certain volume of gas divided by mass of same volume of hydrogen at STP. मीन्स जितना वॉल्यूम ऑफ गैस का लोगे उतना ही वॉल्यूम किसका लेना है, हाइड्रोजन का. वॉल्यूम मस्ट कैपियर सेम. वॉल्यूम सेम क्यों रखना हमने, बिकॉज वी हैव टू अप्लाई अवोगाड्रो लॉ हियर. सपोज volume we are kept here as VML, means suppose the given volume of gas and hydrogen be VML, therefore mass of VML of gas divided by mass of VML of hydrogen. Let us suppose the given volume of gas and hydrogen be VML. According to now, we can apply here Avogadro's law. According to Avogadro's law, equal volume of all gases under similar conditions of temperature and pressure contain equal number of molecules. That we already know. Suppose we are having two gases, gas A and gas B. If the volume of gas A is VML, that of gas B is V, volume is same, means they contain equal number of molecules. Let it be N. Let it be N. Therefore, we can write down vapor density is equal to mass of N molecules of gas divided by mass of N molecules of hydrogen, and ratio comes out to be 1:1. N by N is 1:1. Therefore, we can define T equals to mass of one molecule of gas divided by mass of one molecule of hydrogen. We know mass of one molecule of hydrogen means in hydrogen there are two atoms, so we can write down vapor density equal to mass of one molecule of gas divided by 2 into mass of one atom of hydrogen. Why we are using 2 here? Because in one molecule of hydrogen there are 2 atoms of hydrogen. Now remember one thing, mass of one molecule with respect to mass of atom is called molar mass. Mass of molecule of a gas with respect to mass of atom is called its molar mass. Therefore, vapor density equals to molar mass divided by 2, or molar mass equal to twice vapor density. Keep this formula in mind while solving numericals for empirical and molecular formula. This type of formula is frequently used in such numericals. I will repeat once again. Vapor density is basically the ratio of density of gas to that of density of hydrogen. We can write density in terms of mass and volume, so we can make vapor density as mass of certain volume of gas to the mass of same volume of hydrogen. Let us suppose the given volume of gas and hydrogen which contains same amount be VML. So I am writing here mass of VML of gas by VML of hydrogen. Now then we have to apply Avogadro's law. That is why we are kept volume same. Avogadro law states equal volume contain equal number of molecules. So VML, let us suppose volume of both gas and hydrogen contain n molecules. So we're writing mass of n molecule of gas by mass of n molecules of hydrogen. N molecule, n by n is 1:1. Therefore, vapor density equal to mass of one molecule of gas divided by mass of one molecule of hydrogen. In one molecule of hydrogen, there are two atoms of hydrogen. So we are kept 2 here into mass of one atom of hydrogen. The mass of one molecule of a gas with respect to mass of atom is called basically its molar mass. Molar mass. Now molar mass by 2 equal to vapor density or molar mass equal to as vapor density. This is how one can relate molar mass to vapor density. Now next we are going to discuss some numerical problems. Okay students. Now question number 1, based on empirical and molecular formula, determine the empirical formula of an oxide of iron which has 69.9% iron and 30.1% oxygen by mass. Remember one thing, molecular formula equals to n into empirical formula. First step is always calculation of empirical formula, then we can calculate molecular formula. In this case, we are asking to calculate only empirical formula. So we are doing only step 1 here. Now there are some steps which we are going to write in the form of table. Element, then percent, then atomic mass, then moles, then atomic ratio, then simplest whole number ratio. Clear? Now there are two elements, one is iron, one is oxygen. So element iron, element oxygen. Iron having percent 69.9 and 30.1, atomic mass 5616. Then we have to calculate number of moles. While calculating number of moles, you have to divide percentage by mass. So 69.9 divided by 56, the value comes out to be 1.25. For oxygen, it is 30.1 divided by 16, and the value comes out to be 1.88. Clear? नंबर ऑफ मोल्स कैसे निकालने हैं? परसेंट को डिवाइड करने किसी एटॉमिक मास से, डिवाइड परसेंट बाय एटॉमिक मास. Then atomic ratio. Whenever you have to calculate atomic ratio of different elements, you have to divide number of moles of different elements by the smallest number of moles among them. मीन जब भी आपने एटॉमिक रेशियो निकालना है एलिमेंट्स का, आपने क्या करना है, नंबर ऑफ मोल्स को डिवाइड करना है स्मॉलेस्ट नंबर ऑफ मोल्स अमंग देम से. मतलब जैसे इस केस में स्मॉलेस्ट नंबर ऑफ मोल्स किसके हैं? आयरन के 1.25. तो दोनों के मोल्स को से डिवाइड करना है, क्या मिलेगा हमें? एटॉमिक रेशियो. क्लियर? टू फाइंड द एटॉमिक रेशियो ऑफ डिफरेंट एलिमेंट्स, वी हैव टू डिवाइड नंबर ऑफ मोल्स ऑफ डिफरेंट एलिमेंट्स बाय द स्मॉलेस्ट नंबर ऑफ मोल्स अमंग देम. क्लियर? मतलब ये हुआ, इसका एटॉमिक रेशियो निकालने के लिए हमें 1.25 को डिवाइड करना 1.25 से 1 आएगा, और इधर आएगा 1.88 by 1.25, ये आएगा 1.5. क्लियर? गेटिंग माय पॉइंट? नाउ अगर तो एटॉमिक रेशियो सिंपलेस्ट होल नंबर में हो तो हमें ये करने की जरूरत नहीं पड़ती है. बट सिंस एटॉमिक रेशियो इन दिस केस इज नॉट इन द होल नंबर, so we have to convert the atomic ratio into simplest whole number by multiplying with a suitable integer. मीन्स अगर मैं 2 से मल्टीप्लाई करता हूँ तो 1.5 into 2 क्या बनता है? 3. 1 into 2 क्या बनता है? 2. जिस मीन्स जो सुटेबल इंटीजर है इन दोनों को उससे मल्टीप्लाई करना पड़ेगा हमें. क्लियर? 1.5 into 1 तो 1.5 ही रहेगा. यहाँ पर अगर करके देखें हम लोग 1.5 into 1 is 1.5. अभी भी इसी में फ्रैक्शन में है तो 1.5 into 2 equal to 3. So we have to use the integer 2 here, and we have to multiply atomic ratio of iron as well as oxygen by 2. So the answer becomes 2:3. This is the simplest whole number ratio. So our empirical formula becomes Fe2O3. I am going to repeat the steps once again. First is element, percent, then atomic mass. Then you have to calculate number of moles, divide percent by mass. Then atomic ratio you have of different elements. How we can calculate? You have to divide the different number of moles of different elements by the smallest number of moles among them. इन दोनों में जो स्मॉलेस्ट होगा दोनों को से डिवाइड कर देना. Clear? And if atomic ratio is in whole numbers, then there is no need of simplest whole number ratio. But if they are in fraction, then you have to calculate the atomic ratio into simplest whole number ratio by multiplying the suitable integer. Clear? Now question number 2.
ठीक है.
Next question is, the compound on analysis was found to contain the following composition: sodium 14.31, sulfur 9.97, hydrogen 6.22, oxygen 69.50. Calculate the molecular formula of the compound, assuming that whole of the hydrogen in the compound is present as water of crystallization. Clear? Now again the same procedure: element, percent, atomic mass, the number of moles or gram atoms, then atomic ratio, then simplest whole number ratio. Now element, first given is sodium, second is sulfur, then hydrogen, then oxygen. So sodium having percent 14.31, sulfur having 9.97, hydrogen 6.22, and oxygen 69.50. Sodium having mass 23, sulfur 32, hydrogen 1, oxygen 16. Now we have to calculate number of moles, divide percent by mass. 14.31 by 23, answer comes out to be 0.622. Now next sulfur 9.97 divided by 32, and the answer comes out to be 0.311. For hydrogen it is simply 6.22 divided by 1 means 6.22. For last 69.50 divided by 16, and the answer comes out to be 0.34. Now we have to calculate atomic ratio of different elements. For that purpose we have to divide number of moles of different elements by the smallest number of moles among them. Means in as हम जैसे हमने पहले क्वेश्चन में किया वैसे यहाँ पर करना हमने. इन सब में देखिए सबसे छोटा नंबर ऑफ मोल्स किसका है, सल्फर का 0.311. तो हमने इन सब को किससे डिवाइड करना, 0.311 से. मीन्स एटॉमिक रेशियो ऑफ सोडियम इज 0.622 divided by 0.311, and the answer comes out to be 2. Similarly for second one, 0.311 by 0.311, it is 1. For hydrogen we have 6.22 divided by 0.311, answer comes out to be 1. Clear? For hydrogen it comes out to be 20, and for oxygen we have 14. Clear? So the ratio is for sodium 2, for sulfur 1, for hydrogen 20, for oxygen 14. Now the ratio is already in the whole numbers, so they are basically the simplest whole number ratios already. So the empirical formula of given salt becomes Na2SH20O14. Clear? Now in question one thing is given, you have to calculate the molecular formula. This is empirical formula. Now molecular formula equals to N into empirical formula, and N equals to molecular mass divided by empirical formula mass. Molecular mass given is 322 and empirical formula mass given is 322. The value comes out to be 1. Clear? In this case you are provided with molecular mass as 322. Clear? Now n equal to 1, therefore molecular formula equals to N into empirical formula. Since n equal to 1, therefore molecular formula is same as it is empirical formula. Means molecular formula is Na2SH20O14. Now one thing is given there, you have to assume whole of the hydrogen in the compound is present as water of crystallization. Means there are 20 hydrogens, means how many number of water molecules of crystallization are there. We have to calculate the number of molecules of water of crystallization. In one water molecule we have 2 hydrogens, there are 20 hydrogens, we have to multiply by 10, means how many number of molecules of water of crystallization are there? 10. So the formula becomes Na2S. This 20 comes out to be as water of crystallization. Now we are left with O4. Na2SO4 dot 10 H2O. This sodium sulfate decahydrate. Means from this concept one can analyze how one can know number of molecules of water of crystallization in given compound. Okay students, I will repeat once again: element, percent, atomic mass, moles, atomic ratio, simplest ratio, element sodium, sulfur, hydrogen, oxygen, then percent, then atomic mass, then you have to calculate number of moles, then atomic ratio. मोल्स कैसे निकालने, परसेंट बाय मास, और एटॉमिक रेशियो कैसे निकालने, जो सबसे छोटा मोल्स होगा बाकी एलिमेंट्स के डिफरेंट नंबर ऑफ मोल्स को उस छोटे वाले से क्या करना है, डिवाइड करना है. क्लियर. नाउ फिर एन मॉलिक्यूलर फार्मूला, एन एम्पिरिकल फार्मूला, एन निकालेंगे ऐसे हम लोग, देन मॉलिक्यूलर फॉर्म एन 1 आ गया तो मॉलिक्यूलर फार्मूला और एम्पिरिकल फार्मूला सेम आ गया. सो दिया गया आपको क्वेश्चन में जितना भी हाइड्रोजन वो सारा किसमें प्रेजेंट होगा, वाटर ऑफ क्रिस्टलाइजेशन में. तो हाइड्रोजन 20 है तो वाटर ऑफ क्रिस्टलाइजेशन कितने बनेंगे, 10. ऑक्सीजन 14 थे, 10 यहाँ आ गए, 4 यहाँ बच गए. क्लियर. आई होप द numerical clear to you. Numericals are clear to you today. In our next class we are going to discuss some more numerical problems based on empirical formula and molecular formula. For any doubts you can call me. Till then, bye.